All right, so here we're watching GOEV, BHAT, and INDO. I'm not excited for really any of them. Kind of excited to come back today after yesterday's loss, but not excited really in general. Like, oh my gosh, I'm looking so forward to this day or something. The GOEV here, I like it for its short opportunity. I'm not really focusing at the moment. Um, I gotta check what's going on with this one. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so we don't have a whole lot on watch right now. Everything kind of looks like to me. Nothing's really going. GOEV. I guess I'm looking more for shorts than I am anything else at this point. Because nothing really looks super good. HSTO doesn't look terrible here, but it needs to show that it has the strength to recover. And then if it does, my target would be 485 first. And then the next target would have to be around 490, 492. That's a kind of weird gap up. I didn't, ooh, that's one big mistake I made right there. I didn't check the spreads and I didn't look at, I should be stopping out here. I have to get rid of it there. That was a beyond. My God, that wasn't fun. I didn't check the spreads. I made that huge mistake there. I should have known. I didn't stop out early enough. I should have stopped out at the break of this low. For whatever reason, I kept holding. Ended up selling. We're at 52, 56. So that was 13-cent loss there. I'm down 130 bucks now. 140 actually, because of commission. Man, that was a stupid trade. This was getting halted GLSI. I don't know what's going on with this one. Jesus, man, that actually just pissed me off. I don't want to catch myself slipping now. That was an obvious bear flag, and I obviously missed it. It was a descending or ascending wedge here, and I clearly missed it. I got filled at the very top of this candle. I don't know why I didn't check the spreads. That was just terrible. TH ripping here as well. We'll take a smaller share size. I don't know why I took a large share size right off the bat. I guess because it wasn't a big mover. Huge spreads on this one. I shouldn't even be trading this. Massive drop there from 70 all the way to 40. Back up to 60. Spreads are too big. I shouldn't trade this one. This one's gonna resume at 39. I had massive rejection on this one. This one is easy to borrow as well. To really manage my risk, I could take a small share size on it, which is one thing I will say I did good yesterday on, was taking a smaller share size. I'm gonna enter here. It's holding view up, so it's probably just a terrible entry. But I'm looking for that rejection. I'm gonna have to sell here. I don't even know where I'm in at. That's another problem. I'm not even paying attention to where I'm in at. So I'm gonna have to stop out here for a loss. If I can even get filled here. Cancel my order. Back down to 16. So I'm just lucky right there. That's coming back down. Can we break through 16? Next 1 minute's gonna open here. There's 15. Back up to 30. So I couldn't even come close to getting filled there if I really wanted to. I gotta ask myself, why am I still in it? Like, really, this is just... I don't even want to look at these trades. I even hit the bid right there. Trying to get out. Can't even stop out. Just stop me out, Jesus. So... Sheesh. Man. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing here. Like, I'm messing up. And I know I'm messing up. This is definitely... I should be done already. I'm trading the wrong stocks. I told myself I wouldn't trade TH because of spreads and the choppiness. And there I am trading it. So just like yesterday, broke rules. Just like today, broke more rules. I don't know why I'm trading these trades if I keep breaking my rules. Like, I was on a good green streak. Everything was fine. And then I decided to get a little more risky and break my rules. I should be done today. I still want to trade right now. After a massive loss like this, 16 of 51, obviously I'm not managing my risk properly. I should have sold out at 19 when it came all the way back down. For some reason, I had more faith that it would make a massive breakthrough. It's 5 minute, oh well. I didn't even know why I thought it was going to break its 5 minute low if it wasn't even around its 5 minute low. Jesus, I thought the next 5 minutes was going to open, it was going to break this low. For whatever reason, I wasn't checking the time. So time's a problem, I guess. I'm not checking that. Clearly not selling where I should be selling. I'm letting it run a lot longer than I should be. I should just be an immediate loser if it's just not working out. For some reason, I'm still holding it. GLSI is supposed to resume here. It's still halted, so about another 5 minutes. I'm done in the first 9 minutes. This is really stupid of me. Really annoying. I don't know why I keep doing that to myself. Let me check what I'm down just so I can make sure like I know where I'm at. 255. So that would definitely wrap it up for me today. So that way we know where we're at today, 255.92. So another massive loser because I'm not managing risk properly and I'm not following a strategy. HSTO was strictly off the level 2. Well, not strictly off the level 2. It was off the MACD. And that's another thing that keeps biting me in the ass right now is the MACD. I keep thinking it's going to do something, and I'm like putting all my faith in the MACD. And I'm not using pure analysis. I'm not using patterns. I'm not using anything. I keep, derailing from those things. Just on level 2 pressure and also the MACD. Like, that's all I'm going for. Clearly, it's not working. A nice break of 5 if we can get that here on GOEV. Big seller there at 5. Big seller stacked at 5. Jesus, this one's heavy to the downside. This is the one I should have shorted right there at 5. So much resistance there. This one should resume in about 2 minutes. Kind of curious to see what this one's gonna do, how volatile it is, and what the spreads look like. I do want to trade this one because it did show a lot of strength, but we're coming up to a double top and it's 5 minute. I'm not sure where it's gonna resume though. Man, just the first trade on HSTO that already ruined it for me. That threw me off. And TH just wasn't helping for sure. So here's resumption on GLSI. It's a break of 50 there. Super choppy, and the spreads are 20 cents right now. So this is another one I wouldn't be trading just because the spreads are so massive. I'd say 5 cents is where my new limit's gonna be. Because I clearly can't manage my risk on even just the normal stocks with a 1 cent spread properly. Like I'm finding that I have no sense of predetermining the risk before the trade. I'm just letting it run, giving it that extra chance because I'm hoping it's going to go in the right direction. I'm super late right there. I'm going to get long here for the break of 14. Don't even know where I'm in at. Complete gamble at this point. There's 1420. Gonna go for that halt level. It's holding. I'm gonna add here at 15. Look for that rip beyond 14. It's still above 14. Still looking for that 1420 level. It's 20. Can we get a rip beyond 20 to nope. So a big mistake of myself there is adding. That's another thing that I don't normally do is add. And I'm doing that right now. Why? No idea, and it should sell for a loss already. Should get out of the trade. For some reason, I'm still in because this is clearly not going to go in my direction. For whatever reason, I'm still holding, and there's a massive loss with it right there. So, where I should have sold, I decided let me add, try something new, and it clearly didn't work out. Saw that I was holding 14.19 pretty significantly, or well, I guess. And obviously couldn't hold enough. I was expecting a rip as we had seen yesterday on PLRX, where it held the level and then it just snapped through. This one was clearly not PLRX and has a massive rejection with it. Pretty choppy. I figured since it held support so well down here as well, that it would be worth a shot in breaking that 1420 high. It did break the 1420 high by 1 cent. It couldn't break its last high though, 1429, and that's really what I was gonna go for there. So, good thing I have the last one recorded. I'm already getting frustrated. Where I was profitable, I should have taken that 1386 all the way to 1419. Could have taken that anywhere in that range, but instead I decided to add and try something new. Clearly it didn't work out, and again I should have stopped out at 1370, but instead I decided let me keep holding all the way down to 1314, where I sold for a $500 loss basically. So yeah, I'm not gonna count this last trade. I'm gonna count the 250 trade. This one, trying something new. That's why I opened it up earlier, trying to see if that would work. It's not the right market to be doing this stuff in. Good thing I'm in the sim. I will say that. Good thing I am in the sim and this isn't my live account. But this is already just showing me that I'm not ready for the live account either. Like I was kind of getting eager to open it up sooner. And clearly I'm not ready for that. If I can't follow my rules, then I shouldn't be trading in a live account. Because I don't know, I should have first one, just my mistake in general. I didn't use any analysis for it. I'm trading under VWAP, which I don't normally like to do. Clearly the 5-minute low is going to break here. I didn't even look at this time frame. I didn't look at the other time frames either. I just decided to hop in because it looked like it was flagging in a way, and I thought it was going to spike up and break its last high here of 480. So whatever reason, I also didn't look at the spreads. I literally just looked at the level 1 and bought in. So that's completely my fault there. That's an HSTO. So the first trade was just a bomb right off the bat. That was just ridiculous. The next stock I traded was TH. One I said I wasn't going to trade. I was telling myself before I took the trade, you have a massive red candle after a massive green candle. This is probably going to pull back and pop. You can wait for an entry. Instead, I decided let me get in right at VWAP because I figured it could break this low. For whatever reason, it kept holding, and I decided to keep staying in, even though it bounced about like 40 cents on me. Decided let me keep staying in. So then this one came back down, broke by 1 cent, and then immediately flashed up to 30. And I was like, well, I should be stopping out here at 30. Instead, I decided let me keep holding all the way till 50. So again, another situation in which I'm not managing my risk at all. I have a 15-cent stop and I decided, let me stop out, a whole 30-40 cents away for whatever reason. So that's clearly something I need to work on. And then same situation, GLSI. GLSI, even though it was just a test trade, I really should have stopped out right here at the top of this candle at 1370. Instead, I decided, let me add, right? So I added, averaged even higher, and should have gotten rid of it. But rather, instead of getting rid of it, I pretty much added it because I was looking for the break of this last 1 minute high. I thought it was strong enough to rip through that high. Clearly, I was wrong. So averaged even higher and then sold at the low of this candle here, basically. I don't know. That was just terrible risk management. I should have, had a small loss on this one and sold right at the top as soon as I recognized it wasn't going to work. Instead, I decided to hold a lot longer. So stopping out fast is something I need to work on because that's clearly costing me so much money. If these trades were legit, that would be my account in 1 day. Like, that's just beyond stupid. So I wouldn't be trading some of these trades, especially like with the choppiness that there is. I would have to look for really good setups and ones that I actually believe, like, or not even believe, ones that I actually know that are going to be trending in a certain direction based on a pattern or based on some sort of a technical analysis. But I'm just going straight off the level 2, and I'm using some technical analysis, but I'm not going in depth on it. I'm not looking for something like, oh my god, like I'm going off of level 2 here, like the level 2 pressure. This, I was going for the break of 14, so I got in. I got in so late because I was planning to get in back here at 1350, but I got in so late at 1386. That's one hesitation. I am chasing the stock at this point, and then a break of 14 broke. Obviously, it was holding resistance up here. It couldn't break its last high. Instead, I decided, well, instead of selling, I decided let me add into it. So added into it, trying a new strategy, and then I also didn't stop out fast enough. So stopping out fast to save me from losses and continue trading is the main problem I'm having right now, I believe. But getting into these trades I would say is the bigger mistake of getting in the trades, getting the wrong trades. Like I'm either in too early or just chasing the wrong direction entirely and letting my losers run. So that's clearly something I need to work on. Just managing my risk, I'm not doing that properly or at all, really. So we know that that's something I definitely need to recognize while I'm in a trade and work on primarily. So this is another bad day for me. I don't want to start this whole week trashed. I don't want to. I have to go back to square one. I have to look at patterns, look for candlestick patterns, whatever. Have a strategy. Clearly, something was working last week, and it's definitely not this week. So I got to change it up. What am I doing wrong here? Besides what I already mentioned, I got to look for more opportunities or better opportunities and capitalize on those, not just chase a trade. Because clearly chasing a trade right now is just not working. Even though these are, a lot of them I would say are really obvious trades. Like this one in the beginning here, HSTO is clearly flagging. And it's going to be a hard level to break here. I should have traded it if it did break above 480. That's where I should have been trading. But instead I'm trading it back here where it's flagging, clearly flagging, has a ascending wedge here, and I didn't even recognize it. So I bought it at the top looking for that break. Completely my fault, missing a pattern, and that already threw me off emotionally. Then I get into this one, chasing this move back down, even though I clearly told myself like, hey, after a big red candle like this, it's probably gonna bounce off VWAP, especially because it couldn't break through VWAP and flushed below. So that's exactly what happened to me. Um, there was no pattern to this, no nothing that I recognized. So I mean, this was just not it either. Took a massive loss there. GLSI was just purely off level 2 pressure, I guess, and a chase for that last 1 minute high. In a way, it was forming a symmetrical triangle here, and it literally just broke out. If I had a smaller time frame, like 10 seconds, or 30 seconds, whatever, I'm pretty sure this would have been forming a symmetrical triangle. And that, I mean, obviously just flush below, and now it's just in the dumps right now. So didn't recognize that either. But if I did recognize them, that could have saved me from such a massive loss today, which is, I mean, what it is right now, 802. Now GLSI, again, I wouldn't have taken this trade. I wouldn't have added. If I did take the trade, I would have sold at the top. I wouldn't have added. I just want to make that clear. This was like strictly a test trade, which is why I pulled up the amount, the P&L prior. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm already frustrated, and I know I shouldn't be trading on frustration. And even if I did trade right now, wouldn't even know what to trade. There's like nothing interesting to me at all. Everything that popped sold off, so nothing significant at all to me. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll figure out what we're doing here, what's going on. See if I can really recognize these things. I'm just feeling a massive FOMO. I'm feeling a lot of frustration, a lot of FOMO, because I'm missing such great opportunities. Like I just missed this whole thing. This is a bull flag here, another bull flag, and we're getting a third leg up. So I could get in for the break of 11 on this next 1 minute candle, but like I don't know. We could try it. We'll try it. I'll say that's what we'll do. I'm in at 70,000 shares. We'll just try it. Instead of me talking about the possibility, why not actually take the trade and see what it turns out to be. I don't even know where I'm in at, if I'm being honest. I fill here 70. So really I should stop out at 60 right here. Hit 60 there for a second. I should be stopping out already. I gotta see, why is this a bad entry for me? I gotta find out why this isn't a good entry at all. I mean, there it just broke its last 1 minute high. 76 is 84 now. Like, why was that a better entry and not the one that I'm in on? It's holding 86. I would like to see it break into the 90s. There's 90 now. I'm gonna sell there at 90, so we just got rid of it at 90. Basically a triple top there at 90. So that wasn't a bad trade. That was $189. But why was this candle that I was in on not a good trade? I can't understand that. Like, why was it that this candle rejected and this one just surged, even though I literally thought that this was gonna break its low. So I don't know. I have to figure out what's going on. There's a triangle formation here, kinda, which I didn't recognize. I'm literally finding out right after I trade it. Here's a trend line. There it is, breaking higher. So I don't know. My target was for the break of 11. It hit 91. I decided to sell at 91. It's 98 now. That was a really nice rip. And I should have taken my entry again in the 80s because that was an incredible rip there. Now we have a rejection, and I'm expecting it to go for a short now because the 1 minute MACD is crossing. My next target would probably be a break of 50 and probably down to this low of 1020 VWAP. See, but I took a good trade here. I mean, it worked out. Really, I should have stopped out because I hit my 10-cent loss. And it was hovering there for a while. I literally should have just got rid of it. But if I got rid of it there for $100 loss, I mean, like, what was that? If I got rid of it for the $100 loss, and then I see this right after, that would have been even worse. But I guess now that I see the triangle formation, my entry wasn't a bad entry. Clearly, it worked out, almost a $200 winner. And my risk ratio in that case would almost have been 2 to 1. I don't know. That's just my mistake, though. I need to look at what I'm doing more in depth, I guess. Like, I really got to look at what I'm doing wrong, and see where exactly I'm messing up on these trades. Like, why it's not working out the way that I want it to these past couple days. Why I keep taking such bad trades, especially to start the day off. Like, I'm just jumping in. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's because I'm just feeling FOMO. I'm pretty sure because, especially like PLRX yesterday, I came in saying, like, I want to make a green day today. I want to get a green day today. I don't want to miss an opportunity to get green, just like I missed yesterday. So, like, I think the pressure of wanting to be green and, you know, just taking that massive loss yesterday is only affecting my mind today as to how I want to take the trades today. So I'm trading more aggressive, which is why on HSTO I started with 1,000 shares. I didn't even look at what I was trading. I didn't look at anything else. I just took 1,000 shares to make a quick scalp, possibly to 80. I wanted an early entry for it. Instead, this is clearly not going to go my direction now that I look back at it. And I took the trade anyways. TH, I took a smaller share size of 300 shares because I was trying to manage my risk properly. But I also just said I wasn't going to trade it because of the spreads. And the spreads completely killed me on this trade. And the choppiness of the stock also just completely killed me. So I think at the time it was less than 1 million shares, and that was another problem. I wasn't paying attention to volume. So, I don't know. This one, I didn't stop out where I should have. I let it run. And, you know, I didn't have any risk management. I didn't give myself, you know, the 15 or 10 cents that I was telling myself to lose if I did. So risk management's a big one, and I know that's something I gotta work on. That's something we will work on for sure. I gotta be more serious on it instead of just talking about it and not doing anything. Jesus, GOEV had a massive rejection. That's crazy. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I will see you all tomorrow, and hopefully we can correct these issues that I'm having, so we can go ahead and continue trading and hopefully move on to the live account. But again, I'm clearly not ready for it, so I'm not gonna even consider it right now. I gotta make sure that I'm consistent, show that I'm consistent for at least like 2 months or something, and then I'll swap to a live account. As long as I can learn to manage myself properly, then I think we should be solid for the live account. But until then, I'll see you all tomorrow.